Microsoft and Google want you to do, they want you to be logged in, right? They don't want you to go. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm not going to get into the controversy of sharing details of what Microsoft Azure does and does not do, and what Google App Engine does and does not do. But I'll leave you with some comparison points of how you can be comparing a platform. So the important thing, first of all, to understand here is Google App Engine and Microsoft Azure are what we call as PaaS, Platform as Services. They provide you SDKs, they provide you ways to write your application, and that's the only way you can write your applications. You cannot write your, say for example, your own code and your standard Java application and just take it and deploy it there. That kind of thing can be only done with infrastructure as service kind of, where you get virtualized instances in your cloud. So that's one important aspect. The other important aspects that you should look for is how long-running queries or transactions are supported. What kind of data structures are supported? Does it allow you to store large data objects? Does it allow you to store small data objects? Are they relational in nature? Are they flat in nature? How are they stored? How are they retrieved? The cost of retrieving, sometimes even moving between, if you move data within the platform, you move data between two applications, what kind of cost implications are there? From a vendor lock-in perspective, I think both the, you have to look for, when you choose a platform, if any platform is supporting open standards like JClouds or something else, Delta Clouds and others, thanks Sanjay, which are upcoming standards. So if they support that, that's better for you because you'll not be locked in. You can take your code out and then deploy it in another JCloud compliant cloud provider or PaaS provider. So that's some of the data points I would say where you would have to, kind of watch out for. Now exactly how Microsoft Azure Cloud and Google App Engine stack up on these parameters, come talk to me during lunchtime. And Larry, if I have your permission, and probably there was a question directed for me from a person about knowledge management. Sure. So I'll just take the opportunity to answer that. So yes, I think knowledge management is one big use case where cloud definitely can change the game. Data mining capabilities are pretty important for knowledge management. If you can discover more patterns, more knowledge, behaviors out of large amounts of data, the better your knowledge management can get. System can get. It can predict. It can help you, and it can suggest, and all these kind of things. How you would use that in a knowledge management system would be that you would probably design a knowledge management system so that you use the cloud capacity for compute capacity to take your data in and maybe find patterns, behavior, do some machine learning, data mining kind of activities, and then get back the process results into your knowledge management system.